This is Low Growl, and welcome back. Tonight, I'm going to be taking it back to the beginning. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about when you see what I got in store. Y'all remember these? Yeah, these are the original boards that I made for one of my first few original ASMR videos. So I thought I'd break them out. I only used them one time, but I went through. I'll tell you what I did. I went to a craft store where I bought a package of wood slats like this. I might as well tell you in like a story form, you know what I mean? But I went and got these wood slats. I even let my fingernails grow out just for this occasion. So I bought these wooden slats. And I think they make extra clean and crisp tapping sounds. It's loud, crispy, and snappy. Just the way God intended. And I let my fingernails grow like I told you so. You know, that's how it goes. Works a lot better when you do have some fingernails and stuff. But just like you got the clean, crisp tapping, if I tap with just my fingertips, change the whole game up, you know what I mean? Let me get a drink of water real quick. But anyways, I went to the craft store and I bought these. And then I went to Walmart and I went to the fabric section and I bought all different types of fabric. This is red burlap. This is this kind of what can I say? It might be like a polyester or rayon or something like that, but it's definitely got a silky sheen to it. Then I bought this gator skin mess. I just thought it'd be different texture, you know what I mean? And then here I got the green felt. So I think I'm gonna start with the green felt, you know what I mean? I think that's oh man, that's a comfy and cozy type of tapping, you know what I mean? But again, I just want to take it back for y'all tonight. It's good to be back. I missed you guys. I hope you missed me too. But I'm telling you, life is something. Life is busy. Virtual learning, virtual teaching is difficult. And then combine that with just trying to be a father, be a husband, be a friend, be a brother. You know, trying to balance life is something all in itself. But I appreciate my subscribers because I've gained quite a few since the last video. I think the last time I posted it was in the summer, and it was around the time after I was in that GB compilation video. But I do want to say I love you guys. Y'all been good to me. Y'all sent some very encouraging lot of videos. Alright, that's enough with the felt. I just wanted to, I don't know, I just felt good tonight, and I was like, man, I finished doing my grade book, updating my grade book and all that stuff like that, did my lesson plan, and I was like, you know, I'm not even sleepy yet, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna push through. Usually I'm asleep by now, but you know what, Gator Skin calls and said, hey, I'm in the mood to make the people tingle tonight. Yep, late night. I live in a pretty quiet neighborhood, but that car, it's a guy that lives in my neighborhood. He works on motorcycles, and I swear this guy waits till late at night to start revving them things up. I mean, that was just a car that went by just now, but I'm like, dude, we got a really diverse neighborhood. You got a lot of older people, middle-aged people, young people, black, white, Asian. It's a real nice neighborhood, actually. But I'm like, come on, man, you can't be polluting with the noise around here like that, you know? You're gonna scare some of these older people right out of their skin. Souls just gonna go up to heaven, you know what I mean? But this is a unique, I think this is a unique sound for this. It's actually it's a leathery feeling material. Of course, it's not real gator skin or anything, but it does feel leathery. Fall gator skin. One of my least favorite animals, crocodiles and alligators and grizzly bears. You know why? Because they want to eat me. I ain't having it. Yeah. Get y'all some beard sounds real quick. I've been growing my beard out a little bit. It don't look like a lot, but yeah. Y'all think that's tingly? Alright, we're gonna get on to another one of the boards. Alright, we did the felt, we did the gator skin. Now we got this satiny. I wanna call it satin, but I know it's not as fine as satin. It's almost like you can hear that raw wood sound, but with a slight coating. The material is actually very thin, so yeah. I think I found me a new spot to do my ASMR in my house too. Nice little corner. Not soundproofed or anything, but I like the lighting here. Imagine you walking down a hall or alley, and then you hear this. Your heart starts to beat ever so slightly faster. You start walking faster. You notice the feet behind you walking faster. Then coming to get you. It was the sleep bandit. He was coming to put you to sleep, that's all. But he'll murder you gently. Don't even worry about it. You won't feel a thing. This will be the last thing you see. Fade to black, you know what I mean? I ain't trying to get your heart rate pumping. I'm trying to relax you and get you tingly, you know what I mean? Let's take another water break. Some people baby's eyes. Was that loud? Who else? Low Growl back in the building, baby. I know some of my students gonna be watching this. It's crazy how this year I actually gave my channel name to a few of my students, and they actually been enjoying it. They've been really encouraging. Some of them actually made their own ASMR channel and stuff like that, which I think is very cool. I think I like this sound better on this. I was listening to Young Prince, and I think he got a really good whispering voice. But sometimes I don't know, sometimes I forget what video it was, but he was doing some tapping. And I'm telling you, with me, I swear I think I got the, tingle immunity. But some of his videos, like some of the tapping really be hitting, you know what I mean? Also, I'll tell y'all about, I actually put it in a community post, but I'm gonna stop tapping for a second, just talk to you for a minute. Y'all know how I do. I like to ramble a little bit, and it's been a while, so, what happened? I had a subscriber, I can't remember the subscriber's name, but they were like, hey, I came over here because I saw you in this article, and I was like, article? What article are you talking about? Nobody interviewed me about anything, but they were talking about black people in ASMR. How it's not that many of us, and how it's mostly, young white women, you know what I'm saying, or white people in general, and most of your ASMR results are gonna direct you to the more popular white channels and stuff like that. I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't care if you're white, I don't care if you're black, but I understand what they're saying. It's like underrepresentation, or maybe just a lack of us getting out here doing it, because I already know I had a cousin come up to me recently, and she said, I saw your channel, and my first impulse, I was kind of like, oh man, I kind of got taken back a little bit, because I was wondering what did she think of it? Did she think it was strange, weird, or whatever? Because still a ton of people that are not really into ASMR or don't know what it is. But so we started talking, and she was just so happy about it. She was like, man, there's not many people doing things like that. She thought it was very brave for me to do it and all this stuff like that. And I'm like, it is interesting. And I told her that I was in this article, and I was on the list at the bottom in the Huffington Post. They did an article about it and everything, and they were talking to some people. I think it was like Batala and Charm, ASMR Charm, and they listed some other people. They talked to GB and a couple others just about the issue of, black representation in ASMR stuff. Then they did a list of their personal favorite ASMR artists at the bottom of the article. So, lo and behold, I looked down there, and I was one of their favorite ASMR artists up there. And they talk a little bit about just style. They said I was a guy that likes to tap and ramble and give life updates and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, that's true. But then it also made me feel like, you know what, I need to venture out a little bit and try some other types of sounds and things like that. Honestly, I think some things I just don't try because I just feel like I look stupid doing it. But I mean, it is what it is. You just gotta continually get out of your comfort zone to get it done. My channel is still growing. Even in my absence, I still see people coming in. Since I've been going, I've gained another 100 people at least, and it's very cool to see. Of course, in hindsight, I'm like, man, if I was able to be consistent during that time, where would I be right now? But I'm like, you can't worry about the past. I can't change it. Let's just keep pushing forward, But welcome to all of my new subscribers. I appreciate you being here. I'm gonna probably whisper for the rest of this one, but next time I just do a regular something else to give you some tingles. I don't know how people feel about the general rambling and stuff like that. I think I want to try to, I'm not going to change too much, but I want to try to be a little bit more targeted in the kinds of triggers that I'm using and stuff like that. So that article came out, and I thought, wow, Huffington Post. I thought for sure I'd get a lot of people coming by to see me, but you know, I'm still a little guy. But for that one person that came through that article, I am so appreciative for you coming over and subscribing to the channel. That's awesome. That really is awesome. I've looked at some of these other African American channels, and I don't know. I still feel like we're all kind of in our own bubbles, trying to build up our channels and things like that. You know what I mean? It's not like it's not a ton of collaborating going on and stuff like that. Even though it's still happening. I mean, maybe I'm just not hip to it, or maybe I'm not a part of those groups. You know what I mean? But I'm like, hey, whatever. So I'm just thankful for the growth that I'm still seeing. We coming up on 3,000 subscribers, and I think that's awesome. I got a student that's been watching my stuff. I got multiple students that have been watching my videos, and when we get in class, they be like, hey, you ain't posted in a while. I even got a kid that he was like, hey, like, you know, they type in the chat when you on Zoom, so all the virtual learning is on Zoom or whatnot, but he'll be like, hey, Mr. Low Growl, how you doing? What we doing today? Stuff like that. And then other students will be like, hey, you're so relaxing. It was so good. You're like encouraging me or inspiring me to make my own channel. And then Friday, I was actually making I was talking to a student, and I was just telling her, look, you gotta get over the fear of exposing yourself. That was one of my main things